guys, it's Stacey. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna film a tag video today. I don't normally do these. I haven't done one in a really long time. Not that I film a whole lot in general, but it's fall and I'm in a fall mood. First question for this tag is Corn Mates. What book had you lost and confused from the very beginning? For that, I'm going to choose Descent by Tim Johnson. I read this book in August, I think. August, yeah. And it has lots of different perspectives in it, and it changes between when people are having conversations and when people are thinking thoughts to themselves, and that got very confusing. Then they also threw in one of the characters' sisters. One of the character's sister has died, and so sometimes that character will hear her sister talking to her, and it wasn't always clear of who was doing the talking or if it was actual talking or just thoughts. And it just bounced around from different characters a lot. So I'm gonna go with this one. Number 2 is Haunted House. What book has the creepiest setting? And I don't own this book. I listened to it on Audible last Halloween, and that is the Amityville Horror. There's really nothing worse than a house that's basically trying to kill you. Number 3 is Ghost Boyfriend. Who is your eternal book boyfriend? And this was really hard because I've had lots over the years. I really like romance in books. I really love alpha males and very macho type guys. And I've read a ton of Scottish Highlander books. So pretty much any Scottish Highlander. Or it could be Jericho from the Fever series by Karen Marie Moaning. He's a super alpha male and I really like that. So yeah, it could be him. Number 4 is Caramel Apple Suckers, which are freaking tasty. And that is the best Halloween book ever. For that, I have to pick, if I could only read or listen to one book for Halloween every year, something that I could absolutely put on every year and never get tired of it, is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. That book has vampire, it has ghosts, it's set in a graveyard, it has a werewolf, it has bad guys, it has everything you could possibly want for a Halloween type story. It is perfect. Number 5 is Vampires in Everything. What is your least favorite Halloween trope? And I gotta say, I don't think I have one. I pretty much like any storyline of anything that's remotely Halloween-y type. I can't really think of anything trope-wise. What is a Halloween trope besides vampires? But I like vampires, so yeah, I don't think I have one. Number 6 is Evil Incarnate. Who is the most evil villain? For this one, I'm going with the bad guy in the book Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. This is the first book, I want to say, in the Hannibal Lecter series. Is that what the series is called? Serial killers are the scariest things to me. Like real world people, like real people who do horrible things. And the guy in this book was really, really horrible. So yeah, he is the worst villain to me. Number 7 is Ouija Board, a book that messes with things that you do not want to be involved in. And I don't have a book about this, but I think when it comes to evil, scary type stuff, the stuff that really freaks me out that I don't want to be involved in is cults. So I think any book about Charles Manson, you know, people like that who create cults and force people to do things and brainwash people. I don't like anything like that at all. So cult stuff is actually really fascinating to me. I'm really kind of obsessed with that Scientology show by Leah Remini right now. So I like hearing about cult stuff, but I never would be a part of one. Number 8, which character would you turn into during a full moon? It might be fun to be Sherlock Holmes for a night. I really like the idea of solving mysteries and being incredibly smart. So maybe him or John Watson. I like them both. I think both would be fun as long as there was a really good case to work on. Yeah, I think Sherlock Holmes. Number 9, All Hallows Eve. The other world and this world have meshed together for one night. What book world would you love to be stuck in, thrown into? I think maybe a Court of Mist and Fury or Wings and Roses. What is those Sarah J Maas books with the fairies? Shit, I love those books and now I really can't remember the name. Anyway, I think maybe that world in like the autumn court or something like that. Number 10, Voodoo Doll. What author would you love to take control of and make them write what you want them to write? Diana Gabaldon. I would choose her because I absolutely love the Outlander books. Absolutely. I think I read the first 6 or 7 books. I read a lot of them, and the first book ended in a way I really hated. And if I could make her change it to make something else happen, I absolutely would. Number 11, Black Cat. What red flags do you look for when starting a book? For me, it comes down to basically conversations or how people talk and the things that they say. For instance, I started reading the Highlander series by Karen Marie Moning. Absolutely love the series, tremendous books, very entertaining, very fast-paced, but the first book I picked up, and I want to say it was like the first sentence or two that I read, started out with the woman saying, you know, so-and-so walked into the room and he was sexy with a capital S. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Sexy with a capital S? Who talks like that? I hate it when authors make people talk like morons. Anyway, I'm glad that didn't stop me from reading the book. I had friends who recommended them to me and told me I would love them, so I continued on, and I did love them. But yeah, I will never get over that sexy with a capital S. That is so stupid. Stupid with a capital S. Number 12, Witch's Brew, a book that has a lot of different elements thrown together but was still magical. And for me, that's going to be Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. That's my second Neil Gaiman book in this. Can you tell I'm a fan? This book had everything in it. It had paranormal, it had adventure, it had kind of romance, it had scary parts, it had magic in it. It really had everything. This book was so exciting. It was a thrill ride from start to finish. I absolutely love this book. And number 13 is to tag people, and I'm going to tag Books and Quirks and Tiny Book Dragon. I don't think you guys have done this tag, at least not this year. Maybe you've done it in the past, and I'm not sure how long this tag has been going around either. But if you haven't done it, think about doing it. It's a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.